I don't know about you, but I get so cranky when my sleep is disrupted by a crying puppy. I definitely don't love that puppy stage when they aren't sleeping through the night yet. If you're in that phase right now, I am here for you. And I'm happy that I can record this video for you during the day and sleep well at night. All right, let's try to make that a reality for you too. Michelle here with How to Train a Dream Dog. Now, before we get started, I just want to make sure that you've grabbed my free new puppy starter kit. If you've got a new puppy, you need this. It's got a great game to get started on training, important info on socialization that you need now, and fabulous potty training advice. The link's below. Okay, let's get going with today's topic. Now, one of the common questions I get from new puppy owners is about the nighttime potty break. What do you do if it turns into a nighttime cry fest in the crate? Or what happens if the dog randomly decides that sleep is done for now and it is party time? Well, today's video is going to help you if the nighttime routine isn't going so well. Now, I want to talk about how to prevent this from happening altogether and also what to do about it if it does happen in the future. We work on a lot of unwanted behaviors in this way. First, we work backwards and we try to prevent it, but we also have a plan if prevention falls through. Now, the very first thing that you can do to prevent this is to work on crate confidence. I want you to work on this even if your puppy naps well in the crate or goes into the crate with no problem when at bedtime. Because if your puppy is fussing in the crate in the middle of the night, there's some work to do. Crate training is like a muscle. You have to work on it even if it's already established. Now, the purpose of the crate games is so that your dog is comfortable in the crate, even if he's awake. This is gonna serve you well in the middle of the night because even if he's not ready to go back to sleep, he'll rest comfortably in the crate. If crate training is going well, then playing the crate games a few times a week for a few minutes should be plenty. If crate training is not going so well, then I recommend 20 minutes of training games a day in short increments to match your puppy's short attention span. Now, we're talking about 1 to 2 minute sessions multiple times throughout the day. The next thing that we're gonna do to try and prevent this middle of the night intermission is to prepare the evening schedule so it'll help lead to restful sleep. Now, you might have thought, oh yes, this is where we play fetch and we run around for a few hours. We totally get them tired out. Sorry, nope, nope, and nopity nope. Did you know that the more high energy physical activity your dog engages in, the harder it will be for him to settle down? A lot of my viewers are probably loving this video where I discuss that. Now, I'm not saying no to games of fetch, but I'm saying balance out the high energy activities with more mental exercise. So in the evening, it's like a kiddie roller coaster with gentle rises and falls in activities. So if you've ever taken care of a toddler, you know that going to an exciting amusement park at 8 p.m. is probably a recipe for disaster when it comes to bedtime. Well, puppies have some similarities to toddlers. Add in some good mental work like sniffing, finding, foraging, and digging to the evening routine that you have to burn off mental as well as physical energy. Next, I want you to start preparing for the evening a little in advance. So that means making it like a spa with quiet, soothing noises, dim lights, low stimuli, and calming activity. We recently had an entire lesson on cool-down activities with our pro-level students, and they report that it's a game changer when it comes to helping their puppies relax before sleep. All right, another thing to note, when it comes to preparation for the night, is about the food and the water. You might be surprised by this, but a little bit of food and water close to bedtime may just be what your puppy needs to sleep well at night, including going back to sleep. Now, I know you've probably heard in some potty training advice videos that you should take away the water close to bedtime. I used to say that too, but the canine industry has been doing a lot of science and research in the last few years. Now we understand that taking away water entirely could actually create an obsession with water and a resource to be guarded by your puppy. So the more you restrict something that the puppy needs, the more intense the need becomes. So when they do get access to it, they end up consuming it way too much all at once. No thank you. So we now recommend that you offer a small amount of water so the dog can take care of their thirst needs. You can fill up a bowl of water just to your first knuckle. When the dog drinks at all, wait 5 minutes and fill it up to the knuckle again if your pup seems like they need more. This is going to ensure that your dog has something to satisfy that thirst. But not gulping it so much that it's going to cause the need for too many potty breaks in the middle of the night. Besides, you really should be taking your pup out several times before bed so they get a chance to empty out before they get tucked in for the night. Just like we try to get our toddlers to do before going to bed too. Have I told you that my dog Pickles gets a small snack before bed? We've actually been doing it since he was a puppy. Again, this is a trial and error with a small puppy digestive system, but a small snack shortly before bed and before the last potty break might just help him sleep a little bit better. You need to experiment with the right amount of food that helps sleep but doesn't cause another poo. This may be a few pieces of kibble. We're not talking about a full meal or lots of tasty treats. Just something to settle that puppy tummy so it doesn't get upset being empty through the night. Now, if your dog has an early dinner time and you're not seeing restful sleep, I definitely want you to try this one. All right, so you've done all those things that I suggested to make the night go well, and now let's talk about how to manage that frustrating crying behavior in the moment it's happening. Let's make sure that we're on the same page with what potty breaks look like. Now, your puppy probably gave some signal that he's gotta go out. This could be a whine, a scratch at the crate, or even just signals that he's waking up, like rustling or shaking his body. This is your cue to get up and offer a potty break. During this break, I want you to let your puppy out of the crate quickly and quickly put on the collar and the leash. Keep all the lights off as much as possible. Try not to handle or pick up your dog. We want to limit interactions as much as possible. When your dog goes potty, give a very quiet yes and offer a piece of kibble. Try to do this in such a calm and quiet way that it doesn't really further rile up your dog. Now, I don't want you to allow too much doggy sniffing or exploring at this time, in the middle of the night. We want to send the message that it's time to get the business of potty outside done, and then right back to the crate for sleep. The more you practice this, you're going to be taking your puppy out to the potty spot on a leash. The more your pup will understand this is what's expected of him. This is also why we say that you should separate your play times from your potty times by going inside and then doing a quick training game or two in between those two activities. That helps separate the two activities in your dog's mind. And if your pup gets to play every time he goes out to potty, this could make your middle of the night trips a lot harder. After his middle of the night potty break, get him right back into the crate with no fuss. Okay, so what if you've tried all of that and it's still not going well? Well, at this point, you're going to allow the puppy to have a few minutes to settle in their crate with no interactions from you. You're going to need to stand near the crate for a few minutes so the puppy can settle in. That's pretty common with young puppies. Just don't do any talking or fussing over your pup. Now, it won't be like this forever, but just a few minutes of smelling you nearby can actually help your puppy get back to sleep. I don't suggest you engage any further than that though, however. No talking, no putting your hand in the crate, no petting. Sometimes just having the human close to the crate for just a few minutes is all the puppy really needs. All right, are you loving this info? Are you making a plan for a better night with your puppy? Well, we love helping you and we love hearing from you. Comment below, subscribe to the channel, leave us a super thanks, or share this video with a friend. Show us some love. All right, so if your pup's not settling down after maybe about 10 minutes, or the distress in the crate is escalating, it's time to go to plan B. I don't recommend any kind of cry it out method. If the dog is upset and escalating, crying's not going to help him settle down, and it's not going to create any kind of positive association with the crate. So if it's been about 10 minutes and the dog is still fussing, without indication that he's falling back asleep, you might need to start again. This is where the cool down method that you used before bed can work. So you don't need to use this forever, but for right now. So try offering this cool down in a very quiet way with as few interactions as possible. This cool down method can help his brain prepare for sleep and help reset the distress that he may have been going through a few minutes ago. So if you're finding that the crate is still a problem, you can also put the puppy pen around the crate to allow for some more space. Only if your pup is really struggling with the crate can you keep the crate door open so the dog can come and go into the crate when he decides he's ready. This is a temporary solution while you work on crate games. The single most important thing you can do is work on the crate games during the day, so that anytime the dog is in the crate, he's going to be content and settled. Now, if you don't have those games and you want to start working on them, they're in our online course, as well as our crate training mini course. The links to both of those are in the description below. Now, if you're working on them diligently and you find something still isn't working, it's time to consult with the professionals. Come see us over at Pro Level, and we'd love to help you out. We can do a deep dive into your puppy's life and activities to see what we can do to get some better sleep for both of you. Now, the sooner you address unwanted behavior, the easier it is to undo. Let's make nighttime a breeze for you and your puppy. All right, this is your favorite online dog trainer wishing you a good night.